What's up YouTube, it's K.D.M Sports, as always bringing more content and interesting sporting topics to everyone. In this video, I want to talk about the newly crowned featherweight champion Ilia Topuria, who recently won by knockout in the second round of his featherweight title fight against long-reigning featherweight king Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Ilia Topuria has some of the best boxing, in my opinion, ever seen inside the octagon. Watching his earlier fights, I could easily see his striking is very boxing-oriented. He's a very well-rounded mixed martial artist, but he prefers to end the fight with his boxing. Topuria always starts off with a hard, effective jab. His left hook is textbook, and he lands that to the head and body consistently. Think of his combinations as going up the stairs. He starts from the body, landing left to right combos all the way up the stairs, and his right hand is a true knockout punch, especially with the overhand, which he has finished many opponents with, and the same punch that of course Volkanovski fell victim to. His boxing style has shades of Mike Tyson in it. A smaller fighter, he closes that gap quickly and effectively. Topuria has devastatingly accurate ground and pound as well. Very good positioning on top. Topuria is very responsible defensively as well. You'll see him utilize somewhat of a shoulder roll, hiding his chin behind his shoulder and rolling with strikes, as well as keeping a tight high guard and reading every strike that touches his high guard or patterning that he sees in his opponent. Topuria always has his feet under him and utilizes slipping with a jab to close the distance against rangier opponents. You could see the minor adjustments he's been making as he's gaining more experience by seeing his decimation of Alexander Volkanovski. Topuria's striking is relegated to his boxing, as we know. He rarely throws kicks, but like everything else, he's very selective with what he chooses to throw out there in the octagon, whether it's on the ground or in the stand-up. Topuria's most beautiful finishes have come against the cage, which come as no surprise. He has a great ability to cut off the octagon and always has his feet in motion. You'll never see Topuria not have his feet under him, unlike a lot of other UFC fighters, which is why he has great positioning to land body-to-head combos with that overhand right finisher. Topuria generally goes for takedowns when he's in the clinch. That's where he excels. Topuria is undeniably powerful and dynamic. His IQ has steadily improved from fight to fight. Comparing his earlier fights to how he's performed in his last 3 outings against Mitchell, Josh Emmett, and Volk, you can definitely see how he's able to stay patient and composed to find his openings in a fight. Ilia also has a good chin. Emmett is known as probably the hardest hitting 145er, and Ilia showed no real concern for that amazing power Josh Emmett has in his arsenal. He proved his mettle once he was able to complete 5 hard rounds of utter domination against a powerful puncher like Josh Emmett. Many weaknesses that may have been there in the earlier stages of his career when he was quite green have started to become something of the past, which is why I believe, and many fans of the sport believe, that Ilia Topuria can potentially reign for a long time, especially given his age for the sport. He has great tangible attributes with also great intangible traits. The only fighter in the division that could be a potential threat is another undefeated fighter out of Russia who is wrestling based, named Movsar. Ilia's background is Greco-Roman wrestling as well though, and BJJ, which explains why he loves to engage with takedowns in the clinch and engaging deep on shots, even getting body locks and throws. His Greco-Roman style along with his elite BJJ go hand in hand. He's definitely the new breed of MMA fighters coming up in this generation. Excited to really see how Ilia Topuria's title reign goes in the coming years. Thank you guys for listening to me talk and share my opinion on Ilia Topuria's elite level skills. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and as always, if you got any opinions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below.